Jesus at the shore. When grace meets us after we fail, the night was heavy with shame. Peter had once been the bold one, the rock. He had walked on water, declared Jesus to be the Messiah, sworn he'd never leave his side. But when the moment came, when it mattered most, he denied him. Not once, not twice, 3 times. The rooster crowed, and Peter ran back to the boats. After the crucifixion, Peter didn't preach, he didn't lead. He went fishing. "I'm going out to fish," he told the others, and they said, "We'll go with you." It was more than just a return to a trade. It was a retreat to the familiar. That's what failure does sometimes. It makes you want to hide in what you know, to bury your guilt in old routines. All night they fished, all night nothing. Until daybreak, the voice from the shore. They saw a man standing on the beach. "Friends, haven't you any fish?" "No," they answered. "Throw your net on the right side of the boat," he said. They did, and suddenly, the net was 153 large fish, more than they could carry. It was him. John leaned over and whispered, "It is the Lord." Peter didn't wait. He jumped into the water, swam to shore, heart pounding, not with fear, but with hope, because grace had come looking for him. Breakfast by the fire. Jesus was waiting with the fire, bread and fish already cooking. He didn't rebuke, he didn't shame, he served them breakfast, because restoration starts not with a lecture, but with love. After they ate, Jesus pulled Peter aside 3 times, once for each denial. He asked, "Peter, do you love me?" And each time Peter said yes. Jesus responded not with blame, but with purpose. "Feed my sheep." Peter wasn't disqualified. He was not despite his failure, but because grace is stronger than shame. What this story teaches us, we've all had moments like Peter. Times we promised God one thing and did another. Times we ran when we should have stood firm. Times we said, "I don't know him," with our choices, not just our word. But this story tells us something radical. Jesus meets us at our worst and still calls us by name. He doesn't wait for us to clean ourselves up. He builds a fire, cooks us breakfast, and welcomes us back. Grace is not earned. It is served hot and ready on the shoreline of failure. Discussion questions. Have you ever felt like you failed God? How did you find your way back? Why do you think Jesus chose to restore Peter over a simple meal? What does this story teach us about how we treat others when they fail? Share your thoughts below. Someone might need your honesty today. Coming next episode, the coins that count. What generosity looks like to Jesus. 2 copper coins weren't much to others, but to Jesus, they meant everything. In our next episode, discover how heaven measures giving and why your heart matters more than the amount. Did this story remind you that failure isn't the end? Like the video if you believe grace still finds us, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, so you don't miss next week's powerful story about how Jesus sees value in what the world overlooks. God's grace is just getting started, and so are you.